Hanuman, 2024, is an epic action-adventure film that masterfully combines elements of mythology, superhero action, and emotional drama. Directed by Prasanth Varma, the film introduces an extraordinary new hero, Hanuman, whose journey blends ancient Hindu mythology with modern-day challenges. The movie provides a fresh perspective on the iconic Hanuman legend, reimagining it for a contemporary audience while paying tribute to timeless traditions. With stunning visuals, powerful performances, and an engaging storyline, this film is one of the most anticipated superhero movies of 2024. The story of Hanuman takes place in the small, once thriving village of Anjanadri, located in the southern part of India. Over the years, Anjanadri has fallen under the oppressive rule of Gajapathy, a cruel and tyrannical chieftain. His harsh rule has left the villagers in despair, struggling to live under his strict policies. While Gajapathy controls everything, a rebellious spirit stirs among the people. At the center of this resistance is Meenakshi, a strong-willed young woman who dreams of freeing her people from the clutches of tyranny. She regularly encourages the villagers to rise up and stand against Gajapathy's oppressive rule. Manfu, played by Teja, a charming but mischievous young man. On the surface, Hanuman is known as a petty thief, using his quick wit and speed to survive. However, beneath this facade is a man with a deep sense of justice. He has been secretly protecting Meenakshi since childhood, quietly admiring her bravery and spirit. Although he is not a hero in the traditional sense, he feels a powerful sense of duty toward her and the village, even if he doesn't yet understand his true potential. In Anjanadri, the villagers live under constant fear of Gajapathy's wrath. Gajapathy, knowing that Meenakshi is a threat to his rule, orders a fake bandit ambush on her. Hanuman, ever vigilant, is quick to act. With his agility and intelligence, he foils the attack and saves Meenakshi. However, during the confrontation, Hanuman is gravely injured. In the chaos, he is thrown into the sea. What happens next is nothing short of miraculous. As Hanuman drifts unconscious in the waters, he unknowingly comes into contact with a mystical gem that had long been submerged beneath the waves. The gem, forged from the blood of the ancient deity Hanuman, is imbued with the god's divine powers. This gem holds the strength and blessings of the mighty warrior god who had once protected the world. The power of the gem is not just physical. It is connected to the essence of devotion, loyalty, and courage. When Hanuman is washed ashore, he is found by his elder sister, Anjama, and his friend Kashi. The villagers are shocked to see that his severe wounds heal instantly. As Hanuman slowly awakens, he feels an overwhelming surge of power coursing through him. With the sun's rays touching his skin, he discovers his newfound strength, which allows him to leap great distances, lift enormous objects, and withstand injuries that would have killed him before. However, the gem's powers are not without limitations. The strength fades when Hanuman is out of the sun's light, forcing him to rely on his wits and cunning when the sun isn't shining. Hanuman is initially confused by these changes, unsure of what to do with his newfound abilities. He tries to test his strength in small ways, such as carrying heavy loads for the villagers and saving people in small, humorous situations. But his true test is yet to come. As Hanuman comes to terms with his newfound powers, Meenakshi and the villagers continue to oppose Gajapathi's tyrannical rule. The struggle between the two sides comes to a head during a public wrestling match between Meenakshi and Gajapathy. The match is meant to humiliate her and show the villagers their helplessness under Gajapathi's authority. However, when the match takes a dangerous turn, Hanuman steps in, revealing his strength and courage to protect Meenakshi. In an intense and exhilarating battle, Hanuman takes on Gajapathy in front of the entire village. The fight is dramatic and filled with energy, as Hanuman uses the powers of the divine gem to overpower Gajapathy. The villagers watch in awe as Hanuman stands victorious. However, rather than assuming control of the village as the new leader, Hanuman surprises everyone by proposing an end to the polygar system, the oppressive governance under which Gajapathy ruled. Hanuman suggests that they create a democratic system, where everyone has a voice, and the people are free to govern themselves. His selflessness and wisdom resonate deeply with Meenakshi, who begins to see Hanuman not just as a protector but as a true leader. In the midst of these dramatic changes, the movie introduces Mythilical, an ambitious and somewhat misguided man from Mumbai. Mythilical is a self-proclaimed superhero known as Mega Man. Although he has access to cutting-edge technology, Mythical's powers are artificial, relying on gadgets and weapons rather than any supernatural or divine strength. His desire to be a true superhero leads him to search for real power, and rumors of the divine gem in Anjanadri draw him to the village. Mythilical is accompanied by his brilliant but conflicted friend, Siri, who develops technologies that are often used in less than ethical ways. The two arrive in Anjanadri under the guise of corporate social responsibility, offering the village aid and support. However, Mythical's true goal is to steal the mystical gem that grants Hanuman his powers. Mythilical believes that by acquiring the gem, he will finally gain the abilities to become a true superhero, transcending his dependence on technology. Mythical's manipulative nature quickly becomes apparent as he begins to stir trouble in Anjanadri. Using Siri's advanced technology, Mythilical sets up a situation to provoke Hanuman into revealing the source of his powers. During a village festival, Mythilical engineers an attack, hoping to force Hanuman to use the divine gem in front of everyone. However, Hanuman is no fool. He cleverly hides the gem's true power, leading Mythilical to grow increasingly suspicious of Hanuman's abilities. Meanwhile, Hanuman is beginning to mature. He reflects on the sacrifices made by his sister, Anjama, who had raised him after their parents' death. In a moving scene, Hanuman arranges Anjama's wedding, honoring her sacrifices and showing how much he has changed. Despite his superhuman abilities, Hanuman has learned that true strength lies not in physical power but in the bonds of family and community. The peace in Anjanadri is shattered when Mythilical kidnaps Hanuman and Meenakshi, demanding the secret of Hanuman's powers. Hanuman uses the gem to break free, and a thrilling escape sequence ensues, culminating in a heart-pounding moment where he rescues Meenakshi, revealing himself as her childhood protector. As they flee from danger, the two share an emotional moment of connection, and Meenakshi begins to realize the depth of her feelings for Hanumanthu. However, not all is well. The arrival of Michael's forces escalates the situation. During Anjama's wedding, Michael accuses Hanumanthu of stealing the gem that he claims is his birthright. Hanumanthu, devastated by Michael's lies, gives him a fake gem, which Michael attempts to use for himself. The real gem, however, is revealed, and Michael's deception is exposed. In the chaos that follows, Anjama is fatally wounded by Michael's men. Grieving the loss of his sister, Hanumanthu discards the gem, feeling that it has failed him. As the village is engulfed in Michael's toxic smoke, freezing its inhabitants and putting everyone at risk, Hanumanthu falls into despair. He feels powerless and broken, believing that the divine powers of the gem have failed him. At this critical moment, Vibhishana, a sage who had been watching over Hanumanthu from the shadows, reveals himself. He explains that Hanumanthu is destined to wield the power of the divine gem and urges him to reclaim it, for only he can defeat Michael and save Anjanadri. In a stirring moment of self-realization, Hanumanthu finds the strength to reclaim the gem and, with the help of Siri, who switches sides, and even Gajapathy, who has reformed, they launch a final, desperate assault on Michael's forces. The climactic battle sees Hanumanthu unleashing the full power of the gem, culminating in a high-octane aerial fight where Hanumanthu confronts Michael in a helicopter. With a burst of strength, Hanumanthu destroys the helicopter, defeats Michael, and absorbs the gem's power permanently. With Michael's death and the defeat of his forces, Hanumanthu becomes a symbol of hope for Anjanadri. As the village celebrates their newfound freedom, Hanumanthu's transformation is complete. He has embraced his true role as the protector of his people. However, this victory is not the end. As Hanumanthu looks toward the Himalayas, a figure appears, Hanuman, the legendary deity, offering Hanumanthu his blessing. In an emotional final scene, Vibhishana tells Hanumanthu that the battle against the forces of darkness has only just begun. Hanumanthu's true journey is still unfolding, and the prophecy of a new hero is just the beginning. Hanuman ends on a powerful note, leaving the door open for future adventures.